Jo. I am an independent consultant for Usborne Books and More. One of the main reasons I decided to join Usborne is that I was really impressed with their quality of their books and how even the fun books were educational. So I'm going to talk briefly about how I am using Usborne Books and More to supplement the education my 3-year-old is getting from her preschool. So first, one of the things that they are working on this year is learning to write her letters, and especially how to write her own name. So for all the practice on writing her letters, I have the white clean alphabet book, which you can see she's had some fun doodling in the past. So I'm going to wipe that clean and we're going to start practicing her letters. It's got great dotted lines to follow, and then some things on the page that go along with that letter for her to learn her letters. Sticker books are a great way to work on some fine motor skills and to actually learn a few things along the way. So here's one that I've done with her of colors. I helped her put the stickers. You can see, she's got a little bit of work to do in learning how to put things in the right place, but she started to get a little better as it went on. While she can't create by writing yet, she can create by putting together stories. So You Choose is a great book. You have pages full of things and you choose which one you want the most. Like this one is, what animal would you want to have as your pet? What would you like to do when you grow up? And we can go through this book like 5 or 6 times in a row, coming up with new stories each time. And she's learning a lot of different things about herself and the world through that. Okay, this is really, everyone thinks this is a baby book. That's Not My series with their wonderful, great, touchy-feely aspects, but it's more than just a baby book. It's also a great first reader book. It's full of some sight words that she'll learn as she starts to read herself in the next few years. Then, that's not my whatever animal, it's blank, R2, are all words that she's going to pick up and learn very quickly. And then the last part, like this one, the hooves are too bumpy, she's learning a lot of great adjectives so she can describe the world to me. Another great first reader are our dual readers. They have short lines of text at the top and then longer lines at the bottom. So once she starts learning to read, I will teach her to read the first line, and then I'll read the bottom line to her, and eventually she'll learn to read the whole thing. But for now, they're just great stories, stories that are well known or new ones that are really just for Usborne, and it's in little bite-sized pieces so she can get through them. I read this sometimes as our 4th of 4 books for bedtime, and I'll read one story out of one of our dual readers. Then our phonics readers, which are so great. Again, lots of wonderful sight words that she'll learn soon, and lots of great illustrations and really fun and funny stories that keep her engaged, and so much fun. Muddle and Match. So Muddle and Match, you're just learning a lot of sounds. These are all, because this is a monkey, pretty much every word on here starts with M. And then you can mess it around so that you get some kind of fun, funky animals, and it's funny, but she's also learning sounds by playing with this book and reading it out loud. We have a great collection of illustrated classics. Again, this is one of our books that I go through in our bedtime rotation. I'll read one story out of this. It's beautifully illustrated. Aesop's has great morals, and there are a couple of stories that she's already kind of taken into the knowing already, and it's just great to expose her to this classic literature that everyone knows. But there's also other literature and fun, beautifully illustrated, good sized books that just get her in my lap, reading stories and learning language by listening to me. But it's not all about the fun books or the fiction, it's also about the nonfiction. So our big books are great resources. This is the Big Book of Colors, page olive blue, showing some different shades of blue, different items that are blue, yellow, on, and even in the end talks about how to mix your colors, and how putting different colors together changes the way something looks. It's really fun. Our 1,000 Thing books, or even our new 199 for smaller and more portable, are also great for early learners. This really has a lot of great, even exotic things in here. So she's learning all about the different foods, and this one has different cultures, what foods belong to different cultures. And it's really great just to see her start picking up some of these lesser known items. Or our first reference books, which also some are now available in stickers, which is really cool. It tells you, a little bit about the things. This is the first book about food, where does it come from? How is it prepared? This is where you're going shopping, and this one is the sticker book one. So here are the stickers that go along with it. And we will work on that one soon together. The My Very First books, which are so beautifully illustrated and full of great little facts. This one's all about space, which I absolutely love because my 9-to-5 job is with a Earth and Space Science organization. So it's fun to point this one out and especially say to my daughter, these people here, these astronauts, these people who wrote the information about the planets, the people who study it, are the people that Mommy helps when she goes to work 5 days a week. So it's beautiful. I love it. But there's also the older nonfiction books that I still use as well. These are some of our first reference books. They're really good for the early to mid elementary school kids, but it's got a lot of great little snippets that I can use because we are in the why. What does that mean? What does that sound? What stage? And so it's great to be able to pull out some of these books when she has some of these questions and answer her questions for her. Along those lines, we have illustrated dictionary, illustrated thesaurus, and we're adding more illustrated reference books as we go on. So great, easy to read, quick definitions in this book. So when she asks about certain words, I can pull it out, and if we're lucky, we might have some great pictures of it as well. Also, for all of my what, why, what, huh, that I'm getting all the time, got our different encyclopedias. Right now, since she's only 3, I only have to worry about these larger sections of text. They give a general overview and are great even for the little ones. For older kids, the smaller the text gets, the more detail that is available. So, they have lots of great information they can get, and we have our internet links. So you can follow this link and find even more information if you have a child who is really interested in something and needs to know more. And the last type of book I'm going to show are one of our lift to flap books. So this one is the body. So it has great little flaps just to learn more about the body and what it does. There are different levels of lift to flap books. Feel free to say, you know, my kid's about this age, what level of lift to flaps should I be getting? But you can learn a lot of neat things and keep them engaged by having the fun flaps to work with. There's another one opening up. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to party with you.